Welcome to Random DMs, where everybody is going lol XD. I am your DM this week, Ralph, and I am here with my fellow players / hostage victims, Declan, Nikki, Dai, and Emma. And we are continuing on our little sojourn through Phandalin and the Sword Coast in the pre-generated adventure. What's the adventure called? Dragon of Ice. That one.
I got that wrong today as well. I keep going to say Icespire Peak.
Icespire.
Well, I was confusing the tavern owner in Phandalin for the guild runner in Beyond Horizon's Edge. So yeah, in both streams, like the opposite. I had the opposite person in either stream. So yeah, here we are.
It happens.
Crossover.
Yeah. Anyway, Declan, would you like to lead us in with the general stream thingamajigs?
No. I'm here as a player.
Okay, I'll do it.
Well,
that's a wrap.
And we're out. Welcome along to Random DMs, where the DM's chair is filled on a roll of dice. In this series, we play modular adventures, but we want to show you different styles, different techniques, and different DMing strategies. So at the end of every episode, we roll a d4, and one of the players will take over for Ralph this session, into the next session, not this session.
No, right now. We're actually swapping over immediately.
Get out. And in that, we are... we're running Dragon of Icespire Peak from Wizards of the Coast. And there's been some action, there's been some drama, but before we get into all of that, very quick couple of things at the top of the stream to mention. Firstly, Ralph is not Declan. I have to go back in and change that now. I have just thought that. I'm in two places at once.
Look at me. I'm Declan now.
Oh, thank God. I can stop DMing everything.
We are all Declan.
We are D8 Dungeon, and Ralph is Declan. We are a group of...
We are Declan Dungeon. So we are all Declan.
D8 Dungeon are a group of TTRPGers, predominantly from Ireland, but from further afield every now and again, who just are... We love telling stories. We love sharing them with audiences and having a laugh, having a cry, and just hanging out. If you want to know more about us, or you want to check out our other streams here on Twitch, we stream every week, Mondays and Thursdays, with Beyond Horizon's Edge, Random DMs, Saving Grace, and Benedictine on a roll. And every second fortnight, we release... Jesus, I do too much DMing, don't I? We also put out a podcast every second Friday called Romancing the Dungeon. For more about that work and the various kind of bits and pieces that we get involved in, you can check us out on all social media channels at D8 Dungeon, or you can pop over to our Discord server where some really fun, awesome, lovely people hang out and stay stuff. And that's the D8 Dungeon stuff. Oh, and then if you are in the need, want, or desire for some new dice, then you should definitely check out Mystery Dice Goblin, a UK-based TTRPG store who specialize in fabulous mystery dice bags. Use the code D8 at the checkout. You get 15% off your order, and we get a portion of that sale. That helps us pay amazing artists for character portraits like you see here on stream. All the artwork for Random DM's first season and second season has been designed by the phenomenal Luca Wilde. So strongly suggest you check out their art station. Luca is an absolute dream to work with. We also use any and all monies to effectively collaborate with artists, musicians, and other creators to put on more and more shows. So you buying dice for yourself or your DM or your players helps us and helps a small business. So it's win-win-win all around. That's it. That's my spiel. I'll go fix Declan.
We're getting Declan fixed.
People have been saying that for years.
How's that going?
Look at me. While I still have the title of Declan, I'm going to announce that I am stepping down as the DM for at least 50% of the the D8 Dungeon enterprises, and getting a mani pedi.
Oh, thank you.
Okay, yeah, we got that one in too.
Your Declan privileges have now been revoked. No, I'm kidding.
I got de-Declaned. But now that the Dungeon Master mantle has been placed back on my shoulders, I will lead us back into the story that we picked up, that we left off on. Back in the Bard's Quill, the magical podcast mics have faded into the mist, into the ether, and a disgruntled Gideon bats it away, and he's like, he stands up, he puffs his chest a little bit, some moths flutter out away from him, and he stands away from the round table, I believe was the situation with the last one, and where people have been doing presentations and stages. He stands once again. He's like, this is all wrong. This isn't how anything went. You are all so inaccurate, unfactual, and unacademic with all of this. I think we need to course correct a little bit to make sure that we are not spreading any misinformation here. And he claps his hands, and each of you are handed a heavy tome by a small little cloud of moths to each of you. Lands in your laps, and he says, I would like to begin by reading a small section from my book. Those of you with copies of Gideon Birch's Wilderness Survival Guide may read along on page 581 in the appendices. And then he notes on accuracy. In order to make the most sound and measured judgments both in the field and in academia, one must ensure one's sources are as accurate as possible. Especially when claiming to be imparting knowledge and wisdom to others, one must make great efforts to ensure the information you presented is verified, peer-reviewed, and extensively sourced. And then Gideon looks up to you, Deceit, and he says, you say, Deceit, that the version of the truth you like to tell is the one that makes you happy. However, this would imply that there is more than one version of the truth, which factually there is not. There are many perspectives, some more colorful than others, but there is only one version of events. And then from his back pocket, he pulls out his old journal that you all remember him filling in obsessively during your adventures. And I relentlessly documented those events. The larger notes of what transpired that you described are indeed faithful to the records. However, the devil is in the details. Embellishment and theatrics only distort and blur the truth. Now, if you'll allow me once again to recount for you all what's the actual, true, peer-reviewed, and verified account of what occurred next. And then a moth turns the page of each of your books.
That's a really long way to say boring.
Have I died and gone to hell?
Deceit looks at Maka like
Oster,
breathing.
Oster's going to lean over to Fung and be like, do you think they'll sign my copy?
The 5th of Nizal, 1491. On the wintry eve of our 9th day traveling together as a group of intrepid adventurers, after a hard-fought tactical victory in the Shrine of Savras against a band of hostile bandits and a nasty pair of ogres, we beheld the ruined shrine, its secrets moments away from being uncovered. And we will enter the scene that we left off on with our party at the Shrine of Savras in the middle of the night. A band of orcs and ogres dead around us in our hard-fought victory.
Remind me what we're looking for again here at the shrine, because I don't remember.
Great question, Nikki. Many people are asking this question.
Turns to Oster like, yes, what are we looking for here again? Why did we travel all this way?
To help the werefolk?
Indeed.
And I think I mean and he's kind of like looking at all the bodies. I think um I hope that um uh that well, maybe we could have and he's now starting to I just they could have we could have talked to them, Feng. We they might have maybe just left. Maybe
We tried talking
We
to
should
them,
just.
Gideon says, and then as he's like kind of like pulling off like a bits of the off the wise like weapons and tools and like rummaging through pockets. He's like, they attacked us. It's self defense.
Yes.
True.
Oh, that's money. Here, Deceit. And he tosses you a small knife of coins.
I love this arrangement.
Those who would lurk in ruins like this harbors ill will. It's best that we strike first.
okay. I just okay, I mean I know they didn't really leave us a choice, but do we have to rob the bodies?
I mean,
Well,
they're
you
not
don't
really
have
going to
to.
use it, are they?
It would be fulfilling their life's purpose. You know what they
It's what they would have wanted.
Yeah.
Oscar is hanging out with the worst people.
I love how, like, season 1, there was at least one other character with a moral compass. Season 2, there is none. It's just Oscar.
Gideon has a
Everybody
moral.
else is
Gideon has a moral
weird.
compass. It just does
No,
not extend
No,
to.
It's just
Gideon
not
has
working.
a compass. Gideon just has a regular compass because he knows how to get around. That's it.
Well-
There's no morals attached.
Is that not what a moral compass is? Is what Gideon would say.
Exactly.
Oster is
think-
going to kind of not again in that sort of like not really comfortable with people robbing the dead, or acquiring stuff out of the pockets of pre-deceased beings, whatever way Deceit's going to spin it.
Yeah, probably.
This I love the idea of Deceit. Just Oster hasn't said anything, but we'll just turn around and just go, yeah, probably, knowing full well that Deceit.
Yeah, probably.
Oscar is going to, because this is a shrine, and at shrines you can pray to gods, and
You can.
Oscar is going to go in and pray to the god or whatever. He does not know what Savras is. He's going to go in there and just apologize for the killing, and apologize for most likely the desecration of the shrine, and then just for his friends, he's just going to try and apologize to the god for them and hope that maybe the god will steer their moral compasses north towards the truth.
Okay, so you enter the ruined temple. You haven't been inside the building much. All of the fighting, I believe, took place outside in the courtyards. The temple is is in a state of severe ruin and dilapidation. You enter through the west wing and kind of like and through like a very high ceiling. You see a bell shimmering in like a beam of moonlight run through a hole in the roof, and then a pair of double doors that swing open, and inside to the south wing of the church, you see an altar carved obviously in worship of Savras, a god of divination. It's a dark black basalt carved altar with like a big eye carved into the face of it, and this looks like as good a place to worship or appeal to a deity as any. So yeah.
Fung will follow along.
He's I think he'll look back over his shoulder in that sort of you know what can be fun sometimes, asking for forgiveness.
Deceit hears that and just goes like, it's better to ask for forgiveness than for permission, I guess. I think Deceit is going to follow along, but is actually going to be scouting the area, like scouting the inside of this temple for signs of people who lived here, like previous to the orcs. Like, is there smaller bedding fit for a were-rat or whatever, or is there more human-sized bedding that may have been taken, like...
Is bedding how you judge all animals?
Who do I look like? Gideon?
The sleeping habits of creatures are wide and varied. You know, there's a lot that goes into it. You know, pigs are very, very meticulous with their
Maka
bedding, and
started
other are
to
less
walk
fussy. And while Gideon is like monologuing about the sleeping habits of animals, he is like
Yes.
clipping ogre toenails.
Yes, that sounds really enlightening and wonderful. You know a lot about sleeping habits and bedding and all of that crap. Maybe you could help me find out who lived here once upon a time, perhaps?
Yeah, one sec. He pulls out like it looks like an ogre's toenail. He's like, that's great for later. Okay, what are we doing?
I'm just gonna do it alone. That was disgusting. Just gonna toddle off.
Well, he's got 4 more toenails.
Feng is gonna respond to Oster as he says that and goes, "To ask for forgiveness is to admit weakness, and I am not weak." And then she puts a hand on your shoulder. Go pray. And then she walks away.
Oh my god!
Feng is a savage. Oh my god.
I have been burned.
The thing is, to her, she's just stating facts. She's not deliberately jabbing.
She's just real.
Yeah.
Weak. I love that.
All right, Declan, in your effort to seek out forgiveness, would you like to make a religion check?
Sure. Can I use your historical accuracy?
Yes,
rule?
you absolutely may. And I'll explain what the new rule is because I forgot to do it earlier. Is historical accuracy. And if any player is making a roll with a d20, they may choose to make a history check beforehand. And if they are successful with that history check, they will get advantage on the next roll. The DC starts at 10, and this is a shared DC between the party. So each success will raise the DC by 1, and this symbolizes somebody making a correct and corroborated statement that is in line with the journalistic texts that Gideon has. And if you fail, you get disadvantage on the next check.
Yeah, crap.
So
And
I have
Increased
DC 10.
cumulative or individual?
It's between all of us. So Declan, we'll take this one, and it goes up by 1, and then for the next person.
Oh, okay.
That is an 11.
An 11.
Yeah.
Ooh, puggies.
Come on, Millie Bobby Brown. Okay. So you can now roll religion check with advantage.
Okay, thank God we got the advantage because that's stressing me out. 14.
14. All right. So you, Oster, would know from your research and meticulous readings of hero magazines or something like that.
The gods come in trading card format, actually.
Yes. Top Trump. Yeah. So you would know that Savras is a god of divination, foresight, and ill omens. And this temple appears to be maybe 90, almost 100 years old, just kind of glancing around, looking at the carving as well. The carving is the altar itself is a very distinct It's not like any of the stonework in the building, and you would think that maybe this altar was brought in afterwards, and you would think that maybe Savras came here after the temple was built and set up a new temple for themselves here. And you would know that prayer to Savras may often provide bursts of insight and vision if one if one is fortunate or blessed enough by them. You don't feel forgiveness per se. You would know that Savras, as a deity, puts a lot of stock into destiny, fate. What was meant to happen was meant to happen. And thinking about that for a little bit, you think like, oh, maybe we were meant to kill those orcs. Maybe that was predestined. That's where your mind goes when you start to think about a god of divination.
Oster, in his absolute innocence, 100%. The fact that he can put it on a god and destiny and predestination.
let's offload it. Let's go.
Instant relief. Like it is that like. Okay. Thanks, Mr. God. And he's gonna bow at the statue, the basalt figure.
All right, cool. That is awesome. And Deceit, would you like to make an investigation check or some sort of variety?
A bedding investigation?
Yes,
aiding
investigating the bedding.
Roll for
I'll
bedding.
also do a historical accuracy moment to see if I can accurately remember accurately piece together this little crime scene. That's how Deceit is imagining it.
Yeah, absolutely. So the DC is 11.
11. What is my history? Oh, it's a +1. Oh, that's a 16.
A 16. All right. So you start rummaging around the rest of the temple. It's Do I
have to make an investigation check with advantage or anything?
Oh yeah, that's what you wanted to do. Go for it.
Sorry.
Yeah, you succeed the history check.
Dope. Okay, well that is. I wish I just shut my mouth and used that as my check, but what is investigation? It's a 13.
13. So you, upon looking around and examining the inside of the church, this place not only looks like it's been lived in by the orcs, it looks like the orcs ransacked and destroyed the remnants of a dwelling beforehand as well. It doesn't look like they've been here for that long. You see a lot of turned over crates, like shredded up bedding and stuff, and like little bits of weapons, little like morsels of food and stuff scattered around. You see a crate of apples, weirdly enough, and then you can surmise, based on looking at that stuff, it does look like the orcs plundered and ousted somebody or something. And that's what you would glean from that. There is, let's see, yeah, that's what you glean.
Okay, we're gleaning.
Yeah, we're gleaning.
I'm in my gleaning era.
Emma, what is Maka doing at this moment?
Other than profusely bleeding.
She's actually profusely bleeding. Yeah, I've got like 6 HP. She's looking for bedding. She's looting the bodies for sure, looking for anything interesting, any cool jewelry, any cool accessories, something unique, something shiny.
Okay.
So chic.
You can make an investigation check if you want to root, to rummage, to plunder. Any of the above.
Where's my D20? That's a 2.
A 2. A 2. That is fantastic. So looking around, your vision starts to go blurry, and like black spots start to appear. And still outside, you see like the kind of like wobbling figure of Gideon looking up, and he's like, "You're bleeding a lot. here, and he like you, and in your like darkening vision, he has like an ointment or something, and he like has like a small grater. He like grates something into the ointment. He's just like here, and he starts to like, and he's gonna cast Cure Wounds on you.
Okay, nice.
Yay!
I mean, she is a cleric. She could probably do something for herself.
You regain 7 hit points.
Okay, nice. Thank you.
He's like, and then your vision clears as your wounds start to close up. Your clothes still covered in blood, but he's like, wow, this ogre toenail is great. It's so potent, and he like walks off.
Yeah, she's disgusted, but glad she's feeling better.
Yeah. And Fung, what are you doing in this temple?
Just dojo. We're here to help out the were rats to do what?
Great question.
The whole thing was we were supposed to like clear out this shrine of Sapphire so that they could come back to their home, as they call it.
Oh, okay. So we're basically on like cleanup duty.
Pretty much.
Cleanup duty for cleanup duty.
Yeah,
Okay,
so originally we were supposed to clear out the mine of the were rats for the dwarves,
Yes.
but then we have to clear out the shrine of the orcs for the were rats so that the mine would be clear of the were rats for the dwarves. Simple.
In the
Okay.
hole in the bog and the bog.
And the bog down in the valley.
All right. So in that case, Fung is gonna sort of like she's not gonna wander too far away on her own, but she's gonna scout like the nearby rooms and chambers to see if there's any signs of other life here besides the ones that we've killed outside.
Yeah, absolutely.
Oh my god, that's actually smart.
Yeah, you can make a either survival or a perception check.
Okay, they are both plus 0. 11.
11. 11 is
It's
perfectly
better
fine.
than a 2.
It's better than a 2. So looking around the temple, it looks like it's quite drafty in here. You realize there's a lot of holes in the ceilings and stuff. You see a lot of debris and destroyed like furniture and goods, like moldering like rotten pews from when this place used to be a temple. You see the similar signs of life and habitation that Deceit spotted. A lot of like shredded cloth, fabric, bits of food, and you, you don't seem to notice anything living other than like there's like some birds up in the rafters, and like on some nests. There's like piles of droppings like directly underneath where they are. It's this place has been abandoned or destitute for quite a while. You surmise.
Does the number of beddings inside here correspond to the corpses outside?
You would like making a quick count, like a head count of the bodies. There were how many orcs were there? Were there 4?
There was a lot more than 4.
Yeah, there was a lot.
There was like 12.
Yeah, and there was 2 trolls.
Yeah.
Ogres. Yeah, I don't think the ogres had beds. But so yeah, you see that there's like a lot of like the scraps of piles of cloth. They've been like made up into like simple beds inside, and then there's also like some beds like outside, like in the eaves of the building. Overall, you count like maybe like 10 or 12 bundles of like piles of cloth that could be reasonably described as beds, if you're generous.
All right.
Oster is just gonna call out, like his arms are full. Has anybody come across a broom or a brush, a mop? And Oster has begun
I've never heard
hiding.
of these things. What are you talking about?
I think maybe we could I don't know, tidy the shrine a small bit for the werewolf.
You're so funny, Oster.
Gideon hears this and is like, you saw the mine, right? They didn't seem to care too much about being clean.
Oh, well, I know. It's just that, cleanliness is next to godliness, and since this is a shrine,
Who said that?
Why is cleanliness next to godliness? Are they like neighbors?
Who's
Are
cleanliness?
you attempting to blaspheme, Oster?
Are we doing blasphemy?
No, no.
Is
no.
cleaning the blasphemy?
Yes.
Oh, that's subversive.
Can I insight check Oster?
Yeah, go for it.
Oster is I'm gonna roll for deception. And I'm gonna
And
give
I'm teaching you how to lie to people.
I'm gonna do it at disadvantage because I think that's the first time Oster has it's like he accidentally lied.
White lie.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it was that like
I think. Yeah, no, I was tempted to give you Bardic, so that like Deceit wants to believe.
a 17
Oh my god! I
or an
rolled a
18.
4.
Like
Wait, and a 17.
I got a 17. Yeah.
I rolled a 13 plus 4. A 17. I just realized I rolled a 13. I didn't know what my insight was. I thought I was just a flat 13, but I rolled a 14 or 17.
Gideon just straight up believes you.
I
He's
think.
like,
I think.
that's weird. I haven't heard about a god
I
that
think
is.
it's kind of very on the level, and I feel like Deceit picks up with your putting down, kind of, and it's like, how filthy and nasty would it be if we just cleaned up this? They would hate that. That would be terrible. Anyway, Maka, get to work. You already look like a maid, so you should. I mean, look
I
at
would
the
like to
wearing.
cast.
Is that not what you're going for?
Fireball.
Fireball. How dare you?
How dare? But I thought, is that like your aesthetic? It's like, ooh, like chic scullery maid sort of type, like kind of like off-brand sort of like
I
cleaning
had
lady
this
realness.
especially made. It is
Yes.
much nicer than anything you own and probably costs twice as much.
My mom used
Yeah,
to
I
call
know,
that
it's
kind
really
of
expensive to
style
look that cheap.
blue collar.
Yes, the outfits you wear, Maka, does resemble the servants back at my palace in
I'm
Karatur.
saying,
You do have a lot of blood on you.
do servants deal with a lot of blood?
I like it.
Mine did.
If that's anything.
I like.
It's
that.
not.
I never said I didn't like her. I think
No,
she's fabulous.
I like it, Maka, as in like I like what you're
Oh.
wearing. But I also like
Yeah.
Maka. Like it's, I like
Yes, I think she really commits to a look. Like, just because today's look is a maid doesn't mean she doesn't commit.
How far are we from the nearest town?
Miles.
yeah, we're mild.
We're so far away.
Let me. There's a just.
Carry the two.
Deceit is going to start mage handing like cleaning stuff because I'm not touching things. Not with this manicure.
Yeah, Oster is like putting things into like this will bring them joy. This can go. This we have to keep.
Okay.
Oster Condo.
Yes, yeah, he's
Okay, Oster Condo.
full on.
Jesus.
Like he's putting things into like oh this I definitely think they need this, and like it's just a soiled
And
rag.
Deceit is doing the exact same with the opposite stuff after Oster does it.
What's Oster wearing at the moment?
Oster is it's like really sort of those kind of yoga pants, like those kind of like
Like gym
big-
pants? Like
no,
stretchy?
like they're like the big billowy
Power
Oh,
pants.
like
Parachute
harem pants?
Harem
yes.
pants. That's what they're called.
those and like soft kind of slippers for like they're leather slippers, but and then like a short sleeved kind of hoodie with a string kind of like to tie it. That's kind of it. He's and a scarf.
All right. Okay, swap tops with me.
Come on, top swap.
Oh,
Yeah, he's already got the top over his head when he went like this, and he's now standing there topless.
Yeah, and Maka has a vest on underneath, so it's not like so she's going to take her top off as well, swap, and then tie up Oscar in a front, kind of bringing the middle up over the front to make it sort of more flattering and fitted.
Oster does cover his nipples, like it is that thing. We're in God's house, so yeah, it's like he's like one arm over trying to put it on. Oh, what's Maka's top?
Yeah, good question. Let me check our character art.
Another pertinent question is, how small is Maka compared to Oster?
Well, yeah, so Maka's like what, 3 foot-ish? Like,
so Declan, you're handed a tube top.
Okay. Yeah.
You have a bandeau, like a little tube top.
Just across. Yeah.
Yeah.
And hers is quite flowy, and she's trying to make it look as chic as possible by tying it in and tucking it under.
Desi intentionally does not comment on your outfit for like the rest of the day and is like just like ignoring what you look like on purpose.
And noticing this, so Maka will just walk by and be like, "See, I can make anything work."
Gideon turns to Maka's like, "I steal my older brother's clothes too."
Shut up, Gideon.
Okay, he just turns to he's like, what, why did she...
You're a riot, and you don't even know it. That's crazy. Anyway, we should stay clean.
I'm Gideon.
I will go explore the ruin. Feng is just gonna walk off.
Okay. Oster, as you are tidying the temple, what kind of cleaning activities are you doing?
So I do think it's like anything that's quite obviously like debris or broken that is of no use. He's kind of sorting that over to one side, and then he is kind of like, we've established that there's bedding, correct? We've all been
yes,
and he's going to like roll out like the bed mats, give them a quick kind of shake.
Yeah, we also have bedding as like in our kits and stuff.
It looks to anybody else, it looks like Oster is rooting through their personal belongings, but he's not. He's genuinely just tidying.
Mm-hmm. All right, cool. Yeah, as
all of the debris that comes off, Deceit has started actually cleaning. Like, it's kind of following Oster's lead, of course, using Mage Hand. But then all of the debris kind of gets put in a pile, and then they start making it into like a sculpture. And get a little bit distracted.
Gideon like sees you with the Mage Hand. He's like, "Oh, and he like holds a hand out, and like moths start to like emerge from his silk screen, and they start picking up rocks. And Gideon starts arranging them from like smallest to largest, just like from like the door, like basically the whole length of the temple. And he's like, "This is cleaning, right?"
What?
It's cleaning, yeah.
I just zoned out. How long have I been here?
56 minutes.
Oh.
Why does yours look like that?
Oh, this has been the most troublesome hour, 2 hours, 10 hours of my life. What am I doing?
I need to find a bigger rock and get him.
He just like falls onto one of the pews, like tired. I've done so much work.
Yeah, Oster, as you are getting things neat and proper, you start to kind of like clean stuff off. There's some relics and like bits of the church that you think the God Saurus might appreciate to be a little more presentable. You start kind of like wiping all the dust off, and you notice there's a very heavy layer of dust on the altar.
Oh, he's gonna go into like his pockets and like just grab like a kind of a cloth and just give it like he is going to put as much elbow grease as he possibly can into it, and he's just going to clean the whole thing off.
Okay, cool. The second you touch the altar, you feel a shiver, a cold jolt shoot right through your body. And anyone who is in the room can see Oster's back straightens up back, and you see his head snap back. And Oster, you receive a vision.
Oh.
You rise up out of your body, away from the ruined temple. You feel the world rush past as your vision is thrown south. You rise even higher. Dark, inky stones turn to brilliant white snow and ice as you soar towards the frozen peak. You finally slow down enough to get a clear view of an ancient fortress, hewn from the same dark gray basalt as the altar. In the darkness, the stone appears jet black, which makes the immense shape of a sleeping white dragon atop the roof all the more stark. Even coiled up, you can estimate its length to be at least 30 feet tip to tail. You feel your vision approach even closer. Over the howling winds of the mountain, you make out a deep rumbling of its breath. At this distance, you can see that each exhalation is flash freezing. Why did I make that a fucking tongue twister? Each exhalation flash freezing the air around it. You're almost close enough to reach out and touch it. And as the thought crosses your mind, the rumbling ceases. The white dragon stirs. Its head lazily shakes as it awakens. Its cold blue eyes almost glow in the night. Its gaze wanders, but for a moment, looking for the source of its awakening. And finally, it looks right at you. A sharp jet of icy air shoots out of its nostrils, and you see its sapphire eyes narrow. You hear a rumble and a voice that sounds like snapping glass, grinding snow, and a howling blizzard. It's rude to watch someone while they sleep. The last thing you see is its mouth opening wide, the sound of breaking glass and ice increasing to a keening scream as a stream of freezing death destroys whatever was holding your vision there. You snap back into your vision and with a scream and a chill in your bones that you can't shake. Everyone else in the church hears a sharp cry from the room where the altar was.
I think
as Oscar crumples to his knees.
Because Deceit was in the room with him, I think Deceit shows a very uncharacteristic sense of like dread, and like immediately as he sees Oster, as they see Oster kind of snap back, runs to them, and while Oster was in this vision, was just like fanning him and like trying to get him to like.
Oster is like locked in place for like a solid almost a minute.
Deceit has like their fan and is like fanning them and is like about to cast a spell to try and heal.
As you're like fanning Oster, you actually start to see like frost appear over his body. And like almost like Oster is like in the middle of a snowstorm somewhere else. And then Gideon bursts through the door with his two short swords. He's like, "Who's dying? What's going on?"
And Feng Ming Besson right next to you. What happened with her bow drawn?
Maka will gently walk in just to see what's happening.
Carrying a tray of drinks.
yeah. Just trying to make her new top lower and lower. Just to...
she's like, "Hey, what's up? What's up?
And Oscar, you crumple to your knees in the wake of the vision. Your breath comes out cold for a second, and your vision is a daze.
Oster, are you?
Here, eat this. And Gideon holds out a leaf to you.
No,
he doesn't wait. He just like shoves it in your mouth. He gets your jaw to like. Come.
Okay, I agree. I've told Gideon you shouldn't watch people when they're sleeping as well. I'm sorry.
It tastes like mint.
Wait. What do you mean by that? Is that?
I think Oster's finally had a mental breakdown.
Did you see something?
I
Well,
I need another leaf of mint.
I'm allergic, and he's just going to scrape some of the mint leaf out of his mouth. Thank you. And his tongue has swollen.
I think Deceit will cast Healing Word on Oster to try and like reduce the swelling, and is going to. I think I don't know what the healing word is. We'll think about that later.
Dean's like, I've got borage paste for the swelling.
Can I do like an Arcana check on the shrine?
Yeah, go right ahead.
Or like, does religion or Arcana doesn't make a difference? I guess Arcana because I'm trying to figure out the magic of what just happened.
Go right ahead.
If Oster sees anybody else about to touch it or like go near it, like he's going to attempt to stop them. He's going to attempt to like, and he's like, despite all of it, he's just going to burst up onto his feet. I saw the dragon.
Where?
Above us? Gideon looks up.
Where? Can you recall where?
There's a fortress. It's black. The fortress, not the dragon. The dragon's white. And it has blue eyes. And it saw me. And I was going to introduce myself. I was going to say, hi, I'm Master Curie. Really nice to meet you. I really hope you stop maybe terrorizing the people of Fandolin. That would be really nice if you would just stop doing that. But I didn't get a chance to say anything to it. I think I really upset it. It thinks it might think I'm a pervert. Because it was sleeping. I didn't know when I touched. I was cleaning the altar, and then I was in the sky, and I saw the mountain, and I saw the fortress, and then I saw the dragon, and then the dragon was sleeping, but then I woke up the dragon because it could sense that I was there, and then it wasn't happy. You know when I woke up and I found Gideon hovering over me with all his moths and they were just staring at me, it was like that, but then it breathed on me, and I really I think he's mad.
I start fanning him again.
You saw the dragon.
He pulls out a blanket and just like throws it at you. He's like, "You're still breathing cold. You should get your body temperature back up."
Oh, I'll stop fanning then.
Was it a dream or a vision?
Or some sort of mental hallucination.
I touched the altar.
Like this? Can you put his hand on it?
Yeah.
Pat. He slaps it. He's like, "Oh, that's really dusty."
I did something to the
vision.
altar, and then
maybe it's because you prayed earlier. Maybe. What is this god again? Who is this again? What does he do?
The Lord of Divination.
Well, that's it then, isn't it? Doesn't that make sense?
Oh, a blessing from a god of divination giving you a vision.
So okay. Oh, I've got, and he's like pushing the tip of his tongue to the roof of his mouth because he's got brain freeze.
Brain freeze. Oh no.
Okay, so Savris showed me where the dragon sleeps, so that I can go and apologize to the dragon for watching him sleep.
No, he did more than that.
Almost there, I think.
No, Savris showed you to the dragon. It knows you now.
So now we can go kill the dragon.
But it knows us now. Oh, I don't like that. I mean, dragons have hordes, right? They
getting like is he also were you able to like see your body? Were you able to? Was it like an out of body experience? Is it like what did the dragon see when it saw you? Do you have any idea?
I think the dragon saw. I saw my body.
Okay, so you left your body.
Yes.
So that means the dragon probably didn't see your body either. But dragons have like special senses that can see invisible stuff. So that might have been whatever little divination thing like you had your eyes in. That's what it saw. Maybe not your body, but maybe like your vibe. Maybe it just got an overwhelming vibe from you, and it didn't like it.
Love watching 5 characters with like probably +1 to like -1 intelligence try to figure out what the fuck is going on.
Yeah, you can literally see the cogs in Oster's head grind to a halt. It's just that kind of like. So we have to go. We have to go.
First thing, we got to the shrine. We cleared out the shrine. Now we can tell the rats to leave.
Yes.
Yeah.
However, there might be things that they maybe don't know are here or might not miss when they get back. So perhaps we could do a little digging, and perhaps we could salvage some of these items for perhaps a museum in Neverwinter. I mean, it would just go to waste otherwise.
Yeah, it belongs in a museum.
Yes.
I heard that once in a book.
A museum. I know plenty back in Neverwinter. I run in circles. Don't worry. So let's have a look. Maybe give it a couple of minutes. Maybe we'll take a little bit of a rest. And then we head back to the gold mine and try to collect ourselves and our thoughts and be a little bit more rational about this dragon creature, because we don't want to jump to conclusions or jump to solutions yet. And that's definitely not me. That's definitely not me saying I don't want to be killed by a dragon.
I'm 100% on board with this idea. I think this was great.
And you need to get warm, and they point to Oster, and then he turns and sees Maka and just kind of goes like, "We're in the middle of a crisis here. Why are you dressing so fancy? Why are you dressing up? Like this is serious, don't you know? Like, look, I get it. You look fantastic, but like you could at least be serious."
And she can't hide her smile, and she's just like, "Fuck yeah, I did it."
Zita's gonna go help Gideon, and by that I mean just like lounge around, I guess.
Gideon's like, "So do you want mint or ginger root tea?"
Yes. Actually, ginger, it's really good for the vocal cords.
Okay. He starts
peeling
a ginger root.
Can you sing us a song while we work?
Oh, that sounds great. And if we are taking a short rest, I can do Song of Rest. But if we're doing a long rest, I might as well not. Or I could do it anyway. I will start singing. Deceit will start singing for at least a minute.
What does that do?
Nothing. Not yet.
Nothing.
Nothing first. Deceit is going to start singing. I'm gonna roll performance for the crack.
Okay, he's literally like, "What does that do?"
I rolled a nat 1. It's so bad. Like,
we all get one exhaustion.
I rolled a nat 1 on my performance check.
Getting like as soon as you're getting like rushes a cup of hot ginger, he's like, "It sounds like you really need it."
Oh, thank you. Just I scull the tea, it burns my vocal cords, and I'm like, just singing like,
I heard a band that sang like that once. Is that what you're trying to do?
Yes,
the one where it sounds
absolutely.
Like a bunch of foxes fighting and killing each other.
I love death metal as much as the next person, but I'm just not sure now is the time.
Yeah, we are in a church. Is that
okay? So I'm going to choose Oster. No, I won't choose Oster. I'm going to choose Gideon, Fong, and Maka. I would like you all to make a wisdom saving throw for me, please.
What?
Because I've been performing for at least a minute.
You 21 mantle of
19 plus 2.
11.
Sorry, what are you rolling?
You're not rolling. I'm not trying to hit you. I can only hit 3 people.
Okay.
Don't worry. When we get... Oh, fuck off.
You sang really bad.
Come on. What did you get?
11.
Yes. Okay, that's one failure. So the 2 passes, you guys feel nothing. You just see the performance and it's awful. Fong, So I am casting Enthralling Performance. Once per short rest, you can choose 3 creatures that watched and listened to you perform for 1 minute. Each target makes a Wisdom saving throw DC 13 and is charmed. If it fails for 1 hour or until if it fails for 1 hour or until it takes any damage or you attack it, blah 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 blah. Basically, there's something about this performance. You're like, this is actually kind of good. Actually, I kind of like this, even though it's crap.
Yeah, Fug, this is like one of the like loveliest songs you've heard ever since you left home.
I have heard this sort of throat singing in the plains of Karatur. It reminds me of home.
That's what I was going for. And maybe I should just keep going. And
Sometimes stones would fall into the drain in the back kitchens, and they'd have to get this machine, and it made that kind of sound.
See, my mimicry and my talent knows no bounds. Come now, Fung. You should help us create this little campfire that Gideon is doing.
The campfire's been roaring for like a full 3 minutes.
She tosses a few twigs in.
He's like,
hell yeah.
How dare you assume that my bonfire is lacking? Do you doubt my bushcraft
I didn't.
capabilities?
I'm just trying to help, or whatever. Isn't that what we're supposed to do? We're supposed to be nice to each other and help.
I will take first watch.
Charm us, but okay.
Meanwhile, Oster is just staring blankly into the fire, wondering when the dragon's going to come and eat him.
Yeah. I'm gonna. Gideon's like, he stands up. I'm gonna look around a little bit more. I think there's more toenails to grab. Bye. He vanishes in a puff of smoke.
Yeah, I do still think we should probably look for things worthy of a museum, perhaps. And then I look at Maka and I'm like, with big winks, it's like, museum. And like I kind of like nudge my head towards Oster. Stuff worthy for a museum.
Have you astigmatism?
I don't know what that means, but I assume it's probably something wonderful. Probably, yes, I do. And I perform it.
I think it's like when you get like holes in your hands, right, out of nowhere.
I thought it was when your eye gets really cloudy.
Oster is...
Wait, that is what you said?
Yes, yeah.
Anyway.
Oster is going to like he has found you had said earlier on, Ralph, that he had found like some things that maybe Savras for the altar. Those are
like old little statuettes that like have been knocked over.
They're like in a no touchy pile, but he's gonna go look for other stuff to help for the museum because he genuinely thinks Deceit. Now, to be fair, Deceit said the same thing the last time we were in Phandalin. I'm like we didn't get a chance to go to the museum, but
no, unfortunately not. We
will get a chance. Pawn shop though, which was kind of cool. That was interesting.
It was really nice. Yeah, lovely pawn shop.
The museum just opens
gowns.
Weird hours. You know, it's so hard.
I know. Look, we try our best.
That's straight 15 on Oster's investigation.
Perfect.
Do I have to give an investigation as well? Or
I was gonna ask one person to do it if for a group check if they so wish.
Maka, what is your intelligence?
It's +0.
Mine is mine is +0 also, but I have Jack of all trades, so I at least get a +1. Do you want to help me and give me advantage?
I have a +4. I am smart.
To intelligence?
Yeah, that's a 15 from me.
+2, but investigation I have +4.
Yeah, I rolled crap, but let's go with Emma's.
all right. Between Emma and Declan, 2 15s is pretty good rolls. So, as you, Oster, are rummaging around, trying to see maybe the orcs like nicked stuff, so you start going through some of the piles of bedding. As you lift up a big rag cloth, you see a long wooden box that appeared to have been stashed away under some rags.
Does it appear to be locked or anything? Like, is it just?
It does not. You touch it and you hear like a metallic like little rattle on the inside. It's quite long.
Okay. He's just going to. He's going to open it to see what the contents are. but also while doing so, admire the craftsmanship and the hours that went into making such a fine box.
It's a really shoddy box,
But
but
somebody made it,
go-
and that was, that's a thing. Somebody put
Absolutely.
time into that.
Yeah. Well, the craftsmanship of this box, it absolutely pales in comparison to the contents. As you flick the latches and swing it open, you are met with the gleam of silver as you behold a variety of weapons
Ooh.
inside this box. They gleam in the firelight, and you see a small array of various weapons of size, and they all have a very bright, gleaming shimmer that catches your eye.
Just again, kind of still looking down into the box with all the weapons and stuff like that, without kind of turning, without showing anybody. Deceit, do you think the museum needs weapons?
Oh, what kind?
They look well made. They're very shiny. Is it mostly kind of like swords and stuff, Ralph, we're looking
You
at?
see 3 short swords, 1 long sword, and a quiver of arrows.
Yeah, again, 3 short swords, 1 long sword, and a quiver of arrows.
I'm sure. I let's add them to the pile. Why not?
Okay. And he's gonna leaving them in the box.
Mm-hmm.
He is gonna take out a piece of charcoal from his pack, and he's gonna just write down for Fandolin. For Neverwinter Museum, care of Deceit.
All right. And Maka, as you are exploring a different part of the temple, you are kind of taking a look around the altar. And as you are kind of looking around, scanning to see, because I think a thought pops into your mind of, oh, the priests used to keep valuables around or inside the altars. So you kind of start to like look for signs of any kind of secret compartments in the altar. And as you're doing it, you see that actually this altar is raised slightly, and you see that there you like bend down and you look, and you see there's a little gap between the altar and the floor, and you kind of like give the altar a bit of a push, and you can see, and it starts to like roll a little bit. Do you want to make an athletics check for me?
Yeah, I sure do. That's a -1 in my athletics, so let's see.
I thought it might be.
Great, that's a 7.
A 7. It budges a little bit, and you start to like try and push against it, but it catches on something, and you like feel a bit, and you start to like you kind of slip on the ground.
Okay. She's gonna call Deceit, I think.
Famously athletic to see.
Famously athletic to see, but morally ambiguous, which is more important here.
So, very ambiguous. Yes, I'm actually a morally ambidextrous.
Can you do you see that there's something under here? Can you see that? Can you help me? Can you help me push this?
Let's have a look. Can I like find any way to jimmy something into it to kind of use as like a lever, like a fulcrum?
Oh, does the weapons box have a crowbar?
a silvered crowbar, yeah.
Silvered crowbar. I'll find there's plenty of debris and planks.
Yeah, like you find like just a timber beam, and you were able to push it, and the altar rolls back, and you see a small little pit in the stonework. You see a old wooden box within.
I wonder what's inside. Can I try and open it with my mage hand?
Yep. A cloud of dust.
It's like
you're struck with the smell of like mildew and dust, and you see
it smells like Gideon in here.
No wonder they buried it.
a bag, a moldering bag of something in the box.
Use your fancy hand to get that.
Yeah, of course. And I'm gonna try and like untie the bag and open it with mage hand.
Yeah, you see golden coins spill out, and a smaller little bag.
I'll immediately like seal up the moldering bag and then like try. Is it really heavy?
The bag it starts to kind of like tear as you pull away at it. The bag is so old that the heavy amount of coins inside weigh it down a bit.
What about the littler bag? Can I pick that up?
Yeah, you pick it up. It's like yay big. It's like a tiny little thing, and you feel the feeling of a key inside.
Ooh, I'll take the key, of course, or I'll take it out and have a look at it. And I'm just like,
you pull the key out. It's like an iron rock key, and you see it's got the shape of an eye as at the handle.
Well, Maka, this is your find. Would you like to hold on to the key?
I think we should share both for the museum.
Oh, agreed. For the museum. I'm just going to start like piling gold into my bag.
Okay. Are you taking all of it?
I'm taking. We're splitting it for the museum.
Splitting it.
I'm putting it in a separate bag. It's called It's called a. It's just my purse.
It's the museum.
It's museum funding. Oh, there we go.
For the arts.
For the arts. We love the arts.
Yeah.
And by the arts, I mean my one-person show that I'm definitely going to be able to fund with this.
You can add.
Out in Neverwinter.
And Maka's going to roll her eyes. She doesn't really want or need the money, but she's just going to say, okay, just give me a front row seat and free drinks all night.
Of course.
You can both add 28 gold pieces.
Hell yeah.
And Maka, you can add a mystery key to your inventory.
Mystery key.
Oh, yeah.
True.
I love the furious clicking that's going on right now. It's like click. I'm just putting stuff in my inventory. Click. Click.
No, I'm just putting stuff in the museum's.
All right, museum's inventory.
So anyway, our group name, we're called the Museum, and
Gideon returns with a bag of something very foul smelling. He's like, all right. Oh, that took a lot of work. All right. What did you guys find anything?
We found some things for the museum.
The what?
The museum.
What museum?
We're donating things to a museum in
Neverwinter Museum.
Look, I found this key.
We should find what that unlocks. It probably has some very museum-worthy mysteries.
Would it be wise to bring items from a temple whose god just give a vision to one of our compatriots?
We're spreading the good news of this wonderful temple by putting things in a museum and spreading his name. Was a found in the Shrine of Savras, dedicated to Savras. I know how to wax poetic in that fashion. We'll be.
Anyway.
Also, what we did is nowhere near as bad as what whoever killed all of the people who probably worshipped Savras did.
Gideon looks around. He's like, "Oscar, are those silver weapons?"
Yes.
Gideon walks over to the box, like kicks it open, like holds out a sword. He's like, "Yeah, that's silver."
Why is there silver here?
It's a temple. Oh wait,
I know,
but you wait. You said, no, not you said. The rat lady said the orcs kicked them out, right?
Yeah.
And they're lycanthropes.
They're weak to silver.
So silver. Okay, so Oster, were rats are a subsection of lycanthropes, and lycanthropes are a variety of shapeshifter, and all lycanthropes are vulnerable to silvered weapons. And he like swings the short sword around like this. So these could maybe this is why the rare were rats like scampered out of here because the orcs rolled up with these things.
I like how it's probably Oster to see Amaka with like open mouth, like.
Like he's like, anyway, I'm taking 2 of these short swords.
Gideon and Fong are like, we understand this.
I got swords.
No,
I will.
no, those are museum.
Oh, I mean, they can go anywhere afterwards after we kill the were rats, or whatever.
I will give you 1 arrow. I take the quiver. I take 1 arrow out and give it to Oster, and take the other 19 arrows.
Just in case.
I don't think we're getting the spirit of the museum here. And like this heat is like staring like daggers into everybody's faces, like you're fucking ruining it, guys. Like,
we are dealing with lycanthropes. It is better to be cautious.
Helped them, and now they're going to leave the mine.
I think
come back here.
Oster.
I mean, I might come across another lycanthrope at some point, especially out in the wild. So, better safe than sorry. I'm going to bed.
I didn't want to have this conversation in front of them, but it's very likely that those were rats killed whoever used to live here to take this place for themselves. This is a shrine to Savras. They didn't seem to know anything about this god, about this place. It's likely that the people who lived here were worshippers of Savras, and
But if they touched the altar the way I touched the altar, then maybe Savras showed them that the were rats were coming and they left.
Let's hope.
Yes. So we're going to go back to the mine and we're going to hope the were rats will just go.
Are we gonna harm the were rats?
No, we're not, because we made a promise and they made a promise, and you don't do that.
This is insurance if they betray us.
But they won't.
It might scare them off. We still want to give the mine to Don John, right?
Yes, because that was the first job.
Yeah, so we just shake the scary museum weapons. The rats run away like what the orcs did, and they just come back here. Everyone is happy.
We can start off diplomatic. We can hide the silvered weapons. That can be our plan B in case they decide to get nasty.
But they won't.
Because we don't know them.
But we do, and they won't.
Always expect the worst, Oster. It's how you survive.
I actually think it's better to expect the best.
I think it's better to expect the things that are statistically the most likely.
I think it's always best to expect the wonderful.
I think you make your own luck, and I think we should expect nothing. So let's go.
Okay.
Well, that was a great exchange of personal philosophies. We should go to bed.
I will take first watch.
That's so funny.
Are we one brain? Is that what I'm getting?
No, we couldn't be further from.
This is actually Inside Out, and we're piloting one person.
Yeah. Oh my God. Yeah.
Do we want to take a little rest? So maybe take a little break.
Absolutely.
Yes. Yeah, Feng will take first watch.
Should we find appropriately sized bedding and?
Oh yeah, there's plenty of appropriate
for bedding.
I mean, there was bedding for were rats. I'm sure Maka's not much bigger than a were rat.
Yeah, this is actually true.
The were rats are actually bigger.
Anyway.
Okay, so we're taking a long rest. We're gonna take a quick break. It's gone 9:15. We'll be back at 25 past. And then on our way back to the Gold Toe Mountain Mine thing, Majiggy.
Hell yeah, brother.
So do get up, have a stretch, take a short rest yourself, and we'll be back in 10 minutes.
We're an EU-based actual play Twitch channel. We have a long-form D&D campaign.
You may note us as
one, two,
three.
three.
The plane jumpers.
Plane diver. No,
Divers?
How did we mess this up?
And we're the new home of the EU Happy Hour.
Look, I placed them down where I thought they would be. I didn't say it was right.
We often have short-term flights that you can be a part of.
I have never heard or read a Regency-era love letter that sounded more like a booty call than that.
It's open to interpretation.
Come add to our collection at twitch.tv/Horde of Tales.
Howdy, folks. Welcome to the latest episode of Source and Shenanigans.
You haven't seen any cows, have you?
Once.
Going to cast I'm sorry in advance. I'm going to cast heat metal on the horse's bit.
Oh.
Believed to be Shark. Shark kind of pulls herself back and she's like, well, it looks like we have ourselves a game.
Hi, we're Horde of Tales. We're an EU-based actual play Twitch channel. We have a long-form D&D campaign.
You may note us as
One, two,
three.
three.
The plane jumpers.
Plane diver. No.
Divers?
How did we mess this up?
And we're the new home of the EU Happy Hour.
Look, I placed them down where I thought they would be. I didn't say it was right.
We often have short-term flights that you can be a part of.
I have never heard or read a Regency era love letter that sounded more like a booty call than mine.
It's open to interpretation.
Come add to our collection at twitch.tv/Horde of Tales.
Howdy, folks. Welcome to the latest episode of Social Shenanigans.
You haven't seen any cows, have you?
Once.
Going to cast I'm sorry in advance. I'm going to cast heat metal on the horse's bit.
Oh.
Believed to be Shark. Shark kind of pulls herself back. And she's like, well, it looks like we have ourselves a game.
Hi, we're Horde of Tales. We're an EU-based actual play Twitch channel. We have a long-form D&D campaign.
You may note us as
One, two,
three.
three.
The plane
Plane
jumpers.
diver. No.
Divers?
How did we mess this up?
I hope you all had a wonderful little short rest while our characters had a long one.
I hope.
Mm-hmm. You all awaken in the morning after receiving a long rest. I guess I'll also do that for Gideon because I assume stuff happened to him during the last session too.
I think he just wasn't there.
You didn't
He was
see
just
him.
doing Gideon stuff.
You know, like Gideon really does move in silence. Like he's a real hustler.
Yeah.
So there we go. But yes, you all. Well, the three of you, the four of you all awaken at a nice brisk hour. Feng, I assume, being the first up.
Yep, as usual.
Yep, the early morning light shines through the holes in the shingles of the temple. Feng, since you're the first up, make a perception check.
All right.
Or nor.
Ooh, that's a 10.
A 10. Sure. You're waking up. You're doing your stretches and your morning workout routine, and let's see. Yeah. You don't know. You don't notice anything strange. It's early morning. It looks like it's going to be a bright but cold day outside. But yeah.
Oh, that's fairly ominous.
It doesn't have to be.
True.
Yeah. Anyway.
But regardless, Feng will be, as she's doing her morning routine, she would be keeping an eye out because, Oster saw a vision of the dragon that they are trying to hunt looking at him, so she is a bit paranoid.
Sure, yeah. You make sure to step outside and watch the skies. You look to the south where you see the Sword Mountains, capped with snow, which is where you can make an educated guess as to where Oster had his vision flung to. But you don't currently see anything scary or ominous in the skies. Not with the 10, anyway.
Okay.
And slowly the rest of you all, I assume Oster is the next to wake up.
Yeah. Oster appears right behind Feng. Ma'am, yes, ma'am. Morning.
Morning. Now, have you gotten used to your morning routine yet?
And like desperately trying to hide a yawn. Like,
make a Constitution saving throw.
Remember, 200 push-ups, 300 sit-ups, and 500 pull-ups.
Damn, all before 7 a.m.
That was a nat 1 on the con save.
You yawn so hard right in Feng's face. Feng, Oster has the worst morning breath you've ever smelled.
A single eyebrow twitch.
Immediately he drops down and starts doing push-ups.
Good. You'll be a strong soldier before you know it.
Make a man out of you.
To defeat the
all right. Deceit Maka, who out of you would you think are the next to wake up?
I think probably maybe Deceit.
I mean, I assume Deceit's skincare routine in the morning is quite
it's extensive.
Extensive.
And they brought it with them.
Yeah. Okay. You rise from your bed. You find a baptismal font to splash your face.
Oh, excellent! I like thaumaturgy the water so I can remove any kind of pond scum or whatever, or any stagnants or whatever, and try and clean it up a little bit, and then I will absolutely splash my face and start doing my skincare routine. And they've got a mirror in front of them, and it's almost like they're doing it to the mirror. It's almost like they're speaking. They're speaking. They're influencing right now. They're basically like, what we're using right now.
Get ready with me.
Yeah, they have their mage hand is holding up the mirror actually, and they're like this.
I just found this baptismal font that I am using to. Yeah.
Get ready with me. Well, we try to go kill some were-rats. Oster, in the meanwhile, is in the back like, what? What I like to wear every day is my... They also do their makeup in the morning too, because why not?
And Maka, you are the next to wake up. You see everybody's going about their early morning routines.
Yeah, she's gonna go over to Deceit and just start smelling and trying all of the different things that she has.
Go for it. I have so many more back home.
Just patting things. Oh, I really love this mineral. Actually, it's great. Yeah. I didn't bring any of my stuff. I didn't think it was necessary, but it's.
Oh, I mean, beauty is pain, you know.
Yeah, so that's what she's doing. She's just stealing stuff from Deceit.
That's fine.
Perfect.
Deceit brought more, like, in case that they would either run out or get robbed, or like Deceit is an overpacker. Definitely, it's like one of those.
Deceit has PR packages that they haven't opened yet.
100%. That's the stuff that they're handing you is like unopened PR. But like they're definitely one of those overpackers. That's like, okay, so I have to bring 3 underwear per day because if I shit myself twice, you know what I mean? Like, they're one of those people, like one of those anxious packers.
And farting.
But like, do you know those people who like way overpack and they pack like 3 underwears per day, like 3 pairs of socks per day, like 2 pairs of pants per day, and you're like, why are you doing all that? That's so unnecessary. Sorry to call out anybody in chat, by the way.
No, call them out. Do it.
No, call them out. This is an intervention. No, I'm kidding.
Yeah. This is an official line from D8 Dungeon. We hate overpackers.
I'll send this.
You're not wanted on our servers.
Not wanted.
We get a cease and desist
from the overpacker community.
Oh.
Anyway,
so that's happening.
Yeah, you all go about your morning routines. Gideon is still fast asleep in his bedroll, snoring very loudly, and. Oh no! Nikki.
There you are. Oh, they're back on my screen.
Oh god, hello.
They're back on the stream.
Yeah,
my internet is dying for no reason.
No, the stream has a delay on it. So
that's what I thought.
Hello.
Oh, I saw them disappear on stream and then come back.
Yeah, so
they are back on stream.
Hello, have I returned?
Girl? What?
Yeah, I'm watching the stream and also at the same time. And
refreshing
the delay is over.
Nikki, in case you were watching the stream,
if you can hear us,
refresh your Ninja bot.
Hello,
please.
Am I
there? XOXO.
Okay, yeah, I don't know what that was.
Hi. Your camera is all blurry now too.
Okay, but everything is blurry on my end, and 2 people is missing though. Should I just reload this entire thing?
Yes.
Yes.
So,
yeah, give it a go.
All right.
Yeah.
Fung has been banished.
Yeah. The dragon flies by, picks Fung up, and flies away. Oster is devastated. All right. You good?
Various morning routines underway.
Yeah, very intensive morning routines. And yeah, the sun rises, and you see big, heavy beams of sunlight like shine onto the church. It makes quite a beautiful and a little bit of a sad kind of view to see a church like this bathed in light, but be in such a state of dereliction. But it's kind of vibes. Yeah. Gideon is still asleep.
We should. I mean, Gideon's going to be a while before he opens up. Maybe we could have one other once over, have a look around. Maybe there's something outside.
Yeah, I'm getting a little bored of this place, and I would like to go.
We did leave Don John behind with.
Oh, but he's with the dwarves, right? Are they all safe or something?
For now.
That's the thing. We do need to go back. Maybe we should kick him.
Yeah, Gideon rolled on his back. He's like,
Fung shoots an arrow. Nah, she's gonna go and shake him up.
Fung kills him in his sleep. This episode is over instantly.
Crit damage. Gideon like.
It's dawn. We must leave.
No. 5 more minutes.
Yeah, I think Oster will go up and like scoop Gideon up, and that's sort of like baby bit.
He like he like snorts as you pick him up.
And it's, I think we can go.
All right.
I think we should.
Yeah.
Let's keep a bit of a lookout as we go. I don't like this place, and I don't want to be accosted by the dragon.
Yes, keep your eyes to the sky.
All right. You all depart the Shrine of Savras, a little richer and a little wiser. And
hell yeah.
Richer?
A little museumier and a little wiser.
Exactly.
A little more cultured.
Yeah. So you're basically just making a beeline like the way you came. So no need to kind of roll for getting your way there. But I would like everybody to roll a d6 for me.
Oh,
D6. I rolled a 5.
Also a 5.
2, a 1.
5, 1. What'd you get, Declan?
2.
A 2? A 2, 2.
It's 2, 5, and 1 were the numbers. It was 2, 1, 2, 2 5s, then a 1.
Okay.
He said that even more confusingly.
Yeah.
I think that was
1,
very
2.
clear. A 1, 2, a 2, 1, 2, a 2, 1, 5, 2, 1, 2, 1, 5.
5, 6, 7, 8. Go.
And a 1, and a 2, and a 1, 2, 3. Sorry.
Did we win?
Did we win?
I don't think anyone's a winner here, but we will keep this going. Like around mid morning, Oster, you feel the bedroll start to like rub, like wriggle, and you're getting put me down.
Yeah, he's gonna just undo the simple knot that he had.
He he's like caterpillar in his sleeping bag. He's like, are we walking again?
Yes,
we
are.
All right. He undoes his bedroll. A cloud of moths like appears and like starts to roll his bedroll up for him as he starts walking with you guys. He's like, "Is there any breakfast? I'm gonna get breakfast." And he like disappears into the bush as you guys walk. 5 minutes later, he reappears with like a dead squirrel. He's like, "All right, I'm gonna get this."
He'll follow us. It's fine.
Yeah. He's like, "Guys, wait up!" And he like follows y'all. And Gideon will not shut up for the rest of the journey. He starts to like every new corner, every new rock he sees, he like points and he's like, "And that's this da. And he's like prattling off. And you see it's like, "Oh look, a deer! Did you know deers have 310-degree vision? Most prey animals have a wider field of vision than predators. Predators have front-facing vision, and prey have them on the side so they can see the predators. It's really interesting."
Every minute or so, Fung's fingers twitch towards her bow, and in her head she's thinking, it would be so easy.
And Gideon slaps the trunk of a tree. If you look closely at the patterns of the bark, you can tell that this is actually mountain oak and not western oak. There are 2 different varieties of tree found on the Sword Coast.
I think to see it's just that one Lisa Simpson meme where she's like the whole time of the journey, just like, "Oh, I love this."
Oster is taking notes because this is fascinating.
Yeah. And
this is like your own personal adventures magazine.
Yes. Yeah. It's like,
This is his dream.
Maka is drinking.
I think Deceit does what you do. Whenever you put the hip flask down, they steal it from your waist and also take a drink and hand it back.
Yeah, and so you guys make your way further down, however long it takes to go back to Mount Topaz. I don't know what it is.
Gideon, are both types of trees native, or was one of them brought here?
Well, it's okay. Well, Oster, it should be obvious because Western oak should not be existing on the east coast of the continent where we are right now. That was imported from the west.
It's so obvious when you say it like that.
Come on, keep up.
The west or the east?
The Sword Coast is on the east coast of Faerun.
The map looks like it's the western coast, though, right?
No, Sword Coast is west, right? Like southwest, kind of.
Oh yeah. Me when I lie.
That's crazy.
Yeah. So Gideon just fed Oster.
Roll historical accuracy. Right now.
Absolutely not. It's not my fault. The map of the Sword Coast is not memorable. Anyway,
Watsy, if you're in chat, you heard that. They're not.
Do not.
Watsy, if you're in chat, I am available for work.
Just not maps.
Just not maps.
Just not maps, unless you want me to put them on
actually,
the side.
Actually, if you want me to make the maps better. Anyway, no, I'm not a good no, I will not pick fights with giant conglomerate companies tonight. But Gideon will give you some more.
Overpackers are getting some.
There's one person with a suitcase full of 5th edition books, and they are seething right now.
Into every night they play D&D, they're going with full bags of full books, and they're seething. And honestly, they should be.
They should.
It's heavy.
Yeah.
Oh, it is.
Yeah. And as you guys approach, a few hours
one
pass.
person is actually Nikki.
I have quite a number of them, but not as many as others.
Fair enough. And as you guys are making your way out, like it takes. I'm gonna just make the executive decision and say it takes you guys 4 or 5 hours to reach the Mountains Toe Coal Mine, because I can't remember off the top of my head what it was. But as you guys are approaching the site before where you encountered a small crowd of orcs frozen to the ground, you now no longer see. They're no longer there.
Everyone?
There is some chunks of ice on the ground. You can look a little closer if you like.
Yeah, I will.
You see it's some people's feet are still frozen to the ground.
So does it look like as if someone break these orcs out from the ice, or did they break themselves out of the ice?
Well, you don't see any make a survival check.
Ooh, 18.
18. Okay, yeah, that's with an 18. I will say it looks like the frozen forms of these figures broke or were broken in some form or another. And you don't see traces of ice anywhere else around. So you're not sure if someone made off with them discreetly or in a cart or that kind of thing. You don't see tracks. You do see like a large kind of scuff on the ground sideways kind of thing. And you see, as you look, you follow the direction of the scuff, you see like kind of like snapped tree branches.
And do they look fresh?
You like from like the state of the ice and the thing, you can say like hours, maybe during the night.
It would seem that our dragon was feasting here earlier in the night.
Gideon like rubs his chin. He's like, well, white dragons do eat their food frozen.
Yes.
They freeze things and take it and like snack on it later like a popsicle.
Yes, and it flew down that direction. Is that like the direction? Is it towards like a village or something?
It's not. It's just like due east. Like you're not sure the direction.
Okay.
It looks like it looks like it came from the mountains and came that way.
Perhaps your vision with the dragon provoked it, Oster.
Well, I mean, these bodies were already frozen.
Maybe it just left it here as like a snack to pick up later. I leave food around the woods all the time in case I ever get lost or stranded and I need to find a survival pack near quickly.
I do not know of many beasts that would leave their food out in the open instead of carting it back to their lair.
I mean, who's going to eat a giant frozen person? Not many creatures are going to.
Yeah, it's a pretty
bite
specialized eating habit. Unless there's another white dragon nearby.
Something smart.
Yes, you did, Deceit. Good job.
Wonderful. Regardless, it looks like it was probably here recently, so we should maybe skedaddle on and not linger in its path.
Yes, and keep an eye to the sky.
Exactly.
Yeah. Oh, guys, did you know that very few moths actually eat fabric? It's just there's this species and one other one out of 2,500 known species, and it's not actually the moths that often eat them; it's the larvae.
Feng is already 30 feet ahead of everyone.
And he's like, and he's like following Feng. He's like, and it's not all fabrics; it's only wool, feathers, and furs.
Deceit is preparing to cast sleep on themselves.
Yeah. And you guys reach the Mountains Toe Gold Mine. This time, you notice quickly no guards out front. Is the first thing you notice.
It doesn't look like there's a sign of any scuffle.
No.
Okay. Nah, she just marches in then, probably assuming that they're just lax in security.
Yeah.
I mean, I didn't want to say I told you so. And I won't, because that's not nice behavior.
Told who what?
That we can trust them.
We will find out.
Yes, saying I told you so is not very couth. I'm glad that you're taking this opportunity to be the bigger person.
I love saying I told you so. I told you so. See? It's fun. It means you're right.
But do you remember when you thought the Sword Coast was on the east?
Oh, please, as a council of GMs, can we please give Emma inspiration for that?
Please. That's so funny.
You know what? We'll make that decision at the end of the session, like we said we would.
Oh, yeah.
Something more bombastic and hilarious might happen in the meantime. Who knows? That's neither here nor there. Gideon kind of just does not like.
Oster is staring furiously at his notes. Like he has filled in pages and pages.
You just flip the book upside down and it's correct.
Deceit gives you like a little fist bump marker. It's like, hell yeah.
And Gideon's just like, well, you know, some records of the maps do show the Sword Coast upside down. So, you know, mapping and cartography is not an exact science. And he's kind of like mumbling to himself as you walk into the mountains.
Congratulations, Emma, you broke the child.
I'm screaming at cartography is not an exact science.
It's not. Have you seen old maps?
I know, they're crazy.
Yeah.
Be dragons.
Yeah. My parents have a fully meant to be faithful map of Ireland, and it's fully on its side. It's so funny. Like rotated 90 degrees. Anyway.
I had a complete brain fart moment. I thought you meant the map was on its side. Just turn it.
Maybe that's where you get your bad sense of map direction. It's because your parents put a sideways map of Ireland up and thought that's how it was supposed to be.
You know what?
He's just
that would explain a lot.
North and he's in Galway.
That explains why I'm so bad with directions.
I would not trust anyone here to drive me anywhere.
No, fair point.
You really shouldn't trust me. I don't know how to drive. I don't drive. I don't know left from right. I don't know north, south, east, west.
True.
Gideon and I could not be further from different from each other.
Apparently not.
No, Gideon and I could not be further different from each other. Anyway, so
head again.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah, you walk into the first chamber of the mine. Still no sign of were-rats.
Strange.
Where is rats? Where are rats?
Oh, what's the name of the leader again?
Something.
It has been
Zanzibar.
I will call
Zahira.
out. I will call out. Zanzibar, we have returned. I don't know. Is it?
No, it is something.
Celine.
Z. Show yourself. We have returned.
Gotta keep it out for Zeline or.
I'll keep to the back of the group, and actually, I'm gonna cast invisibility, and I'm gonna head ahead of the group.
Okay.
Very brave.
Finally, somebody doing something smart. Make a
wait. I think that might have been an insult.
Make a stealth check with advantage.
With advantage, please, and thank you. I can't wait to. Did I give myself expertise in this? I fucking better. Oh, I didn't. I'm stupid, but it doesn't matter. Oh hell yeah, that's gonna be a 13. No, 13.
Okay.
It's okay.
A 13. Let's. All right. You you motion for everybody with a very flamboyant hand gesture to wait. You pantomime it, and then you vanish, and then the rest of the group just sees dusty little footprints appear as you disappear down the were-rat den. And Gideon's just like, well, I guess we wait. And
I mean, to be honest, I probably wouldn't have said to wait. I just would have scouted off ahead by myself. So if people want to continue in, that's fine. But I'm gonna rush ahead a little bit.
Yep. So you, with your invisible self, you follow the path that you remember towards the main chamber where Celine and the rats held their place in the mountain. You, as you approach the chamber, start to hear voices, kind of like back and forth, kind of hushed, not whispering, but like intense light conversation.
Can I hear what they're saying?
If you moved a bit closer, yeah.
Do I have to make a stealth check if I move closer?
You.
I'll move a little closer.
Yeah, you can make it again with advantage.
Oh, dope! That's a dirty 20.
A dirty 20.
Filthy 20.
So you basically step into the chamber, and you see, looking around, that the were-rats had been preparing an ambush.
What?
Behind crates on either side, you spot some of them hunched over, sword in hand, crossbow in hand, and you see at the chair, the kind of like patchwork throne that Celine had fashioned for herself, you see that she is standing in front of, and you see a tied up, beat up Don John Raskin she's holding him up, and you see she's kind of like flipping a dagger around, and she's bickering with the rest of the rats, asking them where the hell the adventurers are.
Were we conned into killing innocent orcs?
I mean, to be fair, we approached the orcs being like, "Hey, we've tried to do a diplomatic route," and they did just
Gideon was a great envoy.
Yeah, like we thought we'd do the Gideon thing, where Gideon has spoken with like orcs that had taken something before and found out that they were just a displaced family. So we thought that might have been the same kind of situation, but this group was just like, now we raided this place. So
Because all orcs are not a monolith. Some of them can be evil, and that's okay.
some of them are evil, some of them are not evil.
Yeah.
But so
we're being
Deceit
betrayed.
Deceit is going to inch slowly back away.
All right. You back away, and you turn a corner, and you bump immediately into Fung, who has been striding several paces behind you to enter the room. Fung, you bump into what you like. You feel a horn poke almost your eye as Deceit backs up into you.
The lack of force can only mean one person.
Oh, you understand my delicate touch. Oh, wonderful.
What do you see?
Such a dainty little being.
Well, I'm not one to say. Well, I want to wait till Declan's back for this one. Actually,
buffering.
It's too good. It's too good. You have to hold. You have to hold it. Got a zinger.
I have a zinger. Hello. Sorry, I was waiting. Are you back with us, Declan? Okay. I was waiting for you to come back, because when I come back to the group, I'm like, well, folks, I'm not one to gloat or say I told you so, but it seems that they might be lying in wait with weapons brandished, saying, when are the adventurers coming back? And John is tied up to a chair and beaten within an inch of his life.
Gideon immediately pulls out the silver short swords.
I take out one of my silver arrow.
Let's be stealthy about this. I know my necklace is falling off.
Gideon vanishes in a puff of smoke.
Let's be crafty. Let's be stealthy. Let's try to get this let's be clever.
A traitor knows only one language.
German?
I will distract.
Apologies to the Germans out there.
I will distract them. You all flank.
Sorry, not to that person. I have a small veterinary issue.
Oh no!
No, all is fine, but we just need to take care of them. So I'm going to wrap, if it's okay. Could we, if that's okay?
Of course.
Just
sure.
tidy it up.
Mm-hmm.
And sorry to cut it short, folks. I know it's
okay.
It's at a good point there to I think maybe we can hand over. So sorry, Ralph.
No, it's fine.
Life comes first.
Someone else could do the busy work of running combat next time.
Very, very quickly, can we do the quick stars and wishes? And
yes,
I will take care of that.
Of course.
Yeah, of course. Is it a star for do we vote for a star, or is it like one star?
No, so everyone gives a star to the person that they felt kind of like role played or came out.
And then the most stars gets into the same kind of thing. Okay. Well, I think my star goes to Fung for Fung's incredible comic timing this session. Like 3 or 4 different times, just burn after quick, and like it's so like it was so in character too. So I love that.
I'm giving mine to Maka for absolutely ruining Gideon's academic credibility.
I'm sorry. No, go ahead.
I'm giving mine to Gideon just for his reaction to Maka's zing. Just
thanks.
Hilarious.
Throw the dog a bone. Thank you. He needs a win.
I'll give mine to, I think, Fung as well. I thought there was just some really, really good. I'm trying to remember them, but they were just, perfect.
I have them clipped, don't worry.
Oh, yeah. I can't wait. But absolutely fantastic work.
I'm going to give my star, and I really want to give one to Nikki, but you fucking burned me, so you're not getting my star. I loved it. I think the Fung had some amazing moments, but I also think Maka had some really class. And it's not just the Gideon and the map thing, but it was the outfits and all that stuff. So I think but specifically for the Gideon map thing, I'm giving my star to Maka.
Yes. So Maka's the star then? No, it's
Maka.
No, it's 2 for Fung, 2 for Maka, and
Yeah, one for Gideon. So yeah,
Sure.
Ralph, as the DM, you get to break the tie.
Oh, okay.
You voted for Maka, I think.
I did. I did. Okay, so Fung odds, Maka evens.
Okay.
Fung.
Nice.
Hey. There you go.
Use it wisely.
Yeah.
Are we doing wishes? Do we have like one wish for? What does that mean? What are the wishes?
Like what you're hoping for the next session.
Oh, I hope that Deceit doesn't say "I told you so." I say I hope because it's not likely. That's me.
Well, I hope that the were-rats are just throwing a surprise.
A surprise party.
Yeah,
a surprise stat party.
I hope
like when
all
Brutus
5 of us
surprised
are on
Caesar,
stream
you know.
again.
I think most surprise parties involve knives, if I'm correct.
Yeah.
All of mine do. All right. For next session, I wish that that Gideon gets to kill things.
Wow.
Yeah. And I guess leading into the comment next week, can I say that we all level up?
Do we at this point? Is that?
I mean, like I'm not sure how the milestones work, but my plan was to give everyone a level at the end of the session, but it's
I think
or after when you complete.
We'll consult the book because I know the book says like
the book
depending
says
on how many locations you do or quests you do.
Yeah, I didn't read that part, but okay, no, that's fine. Yeah, it's. I just want y'all to get a better chance against the were-rats, but you need silver weapons, so there's that.
True.
Have we all set our stars and wishes?
I believe so.
I wish we get to obviously fight were creatures, but also try to figure out why they're randomly turning on us now.
Randomly, yeah.
Yeah.
Out of character, really simple thing.
So
who could have seen this coming?
Who could have predicted any of this? Emma, I think did you have a wish for next?
Oh, I said I hope that all 5 of us get to play again next time because it's a nice dynamic.
Oh yes, you're so right. That's so wholesome.
Okay. On that, we're going to throw our D4. So Emma is 1, Dahi is 2, Nikki is 3, and I will be 4.
I'm hoping for 3.
It should hopefully be.
Come on, 3. It's manifested 3.
Yeah.
Lead us to victory, Fung.
Nikki has yet to DM for us, so.
Yep.
I could just lie and say, yeah, it's a 3.
I mean, we can see it.
Yeah, I know. But I could still lie. Okay. It's a 3.
Oh.
It landed on the west of the map. We're so back.
Yeah, we are so back.
So, folks, Random DMs is back in 2 weeks' time. Nikki will be in our DMs share. Oh God, Fung is doing the combat.
Let's go.
Let's fucking go.
Apologies that we are cutting it a little short this evening. We usually go to the 2.5 hour mark, but there's just a small little kitty emergency. Not emergency. Emergency is it's not the right word. This has been Random DMs. We're back in 2 weeks' time. Next Monday is our stream, and we are heading towards the finale of Beyond Horizon's Edge. You can check that out here from 8 p.m. on Monday evenings. All of our VODs are available over on our YouTube channel. We are D8 Dungeon. This has been Random DMs. Hope you have a phenomenal weekend. Come hang out on our Discord server. We we're kind of cool. There's kind of cool people over there.
We're fine. We're cool. We're fine. We're all right.
Yeah.
We're chill. I mean, come if you want to. You don't have to. Like, it's fine. Like, we're so
really great people to show you around a large country or location with.
Yes.
We're really good sense of direction. That kind of thing.
And one last
great tour
time,
guys.
just to quickly flag not only our character artist for this evening, but big thank you to Luca Wilda for all of the character portraits that you see in our credits video and here on stream. But just a quick flag for our very own Ralph, who makes fun little illustrations and comics. Their link tree is in there. Check that out.
Hell yeah.
Folks, that's us for this evening. Whatever you're doing for the rest of your day, rest of your night, enjoy. And we'll see you in 2 weeks' time. Or hopefully on Monday for Beyond Horizon's Edge.
See you in both.
Yeah, actually, yeah, both. Night.
Farewell.